HPV is a common viral infection. There are more than 100 types of HPV, although not all are transmitted sexually. Many are transmitted from skin-to-skin contact. Some cause warts on the face, hands, or soles of the feet. Some are associated with genital warts, and some are associated with certain types of cancer. More than 40 strains of HPV affect the genitals. These 40-odd strains make HPV the most common sexually transmitted infection. Genital HPV types are divided into two categories: high risk and low risk. Low risk types, which usually should be called no risk types, are associated with genital warts. High risk types or strains may be associated with increased risk of cervical, throat, anal, and other genital cancers, but most people who are diagnosed with an HPV infection will never develop cancer. 9 times out of 10, your immune system can fight off HPV within 2 years, often before you know you have it. Smoking may make it harder to clear your HPV infection. Your risk for HPV is greatest if you have many sexual partners, or if your immune system is weakened by HIV or AIDS, or after an organ transplant. But almost everyone will have HPV at some point, even people who are faithful to only one partner. Because HPV infection is so common and usually causes no symptoms and no issues, it is not recommended to ever screen anyone to see if they have a low-risk HPV infection. If a man or a woman has evidence of genital warts, the warts can be treated, but this does not guarantee that the viral infection will clear completely. Recommendations for testing for high-risk HPV infection have been changing over the past 10 years. High-risk HPV testing is used as part of pap smear screening to see if women may be at increased risk for developing cervical cancer. HPV-related cancers generally only develop in people who do not clear their HPV infection after many years. Every year, HPV causes 360,000 new cases of genital warts and more than 26,000 cancers, including more than 10,000 cases of cervical cancer, 8,000 cancers of the mouth and throat, 5,000 other genital cancers and anal cancers in women, and 2,000 anal and genital cancers in men. Genital warts may be flat lesions or small bumps shaped like a cauliflower or a tiny stem. Cervical cancer is usually caused by one of 2 types of HPV strains, types 16 and 18. These are the 2 most serious types of high-risk HPV strains. Also, cervical and genital cancers may not show symptoms until they are hard to treat. So it is important to schedule regular pap tests. If you have children, you should consider vaccinating them with one of the preventative HPV vaccines at age 11 or 12. The vaccine Gardasil was approved by the FDA in 2006 for use with women and girls, and was approved in 2009 for men and boys to protect from HPV strains that cause cancers, genital warts, and other conditions. The vaccine Cervarix was FDA approved in 2009 to protect women and girls against the HPV strains that cause cervical cancer. Both vaccines are most effective if given at age 11 or 12 before a person is sexually active, but can be given to girls as young as 9 or to men and women as old as 26. These vaccines are preventative. They show your immune system an inactive part of the human papilloma virus, so it is prepared to block the virus from infecting you. But it does not help you if you've already been exposed. Since most people are exposed by their 20s, it is not clear whether vaccination after age 26 will do any good. Vaccination may prevent more than 4 out of 5 HPV-related cancers. You can also protect yourself by wearing a condom or by staying faithful to one partner, but neither condoms nor monogamy is 100% effective at preventing HPV. There is no cure for HPV, although conditions such as cancer and genital warts can be treated, especially if caught early.